welcome to Stan the Wine Man TV. I am your host, Stan Rattan, and this is the Blue Collar Wine Show, where I help you spend your wine dollars wisely. And we're going to do most of, a lot of December, actually. We're going to do it quite a bit, is go over some nice red value wines and some more expensive wines, of course, because, you know, when you're having Christmas dinner and you're doing a prime rib, you might want something with a little more guts to it. But to start, we're going to look at a very common label that you see in stores a lot, and that's Hess Select Wines. And you're probably familiar with them. They do a Chardonnay and a Cab, and I guarantee you most stores carry. I have them at the store that I work at. But we're going to look at two that I have not tried. There's a Malbec and a red blend called Trail. So we want to get started right away. It's just kind of fun. This is one of my favorite times of the year in the wine department. People just really search out wines. They like to have special wines for the special people that are coming over for the holidays. They have Christmas parties. They want to do something a little extra for those Christmas parties. So it's a fun time for me at the store. I like it a lot. This is the 2016 Hess Select Mendoza Argentinian Malbec. Argentina Malbec. 16 bucks. So it's right in there with a lot of the actual Argentinian Malbec. This is an Argentinian Malbec made by a California wine company. How do they do that, you ask? Well, they could cargo the juice up to the winery here and produce it here and bottle it, or they could have a connection with a winery down in Argentina where they supervise the making of the wine, which I'm thinking they do. Of course, they don't necessarily tell you that, but those are the ways they can do it. So I'm guessing they have a connection with somebody down in Argentina, and they're making their Malbec for them, and they send their winemaker down to supervise the blending and all of that, and then they ship them up here. Let's see what we get on the nose. I get a little bit of plum, boysenberry. Interesting ginger note coming through, which is I find very curious. And just a tiny bit of sweaty armpit, which, you know, for us wine geeks, that's pretty cool. Let's see what we get on the palate. Nice dark fruit notes coming through on this one, like a deep currant and dark cherries. Kind of blended nicely with some bark, and yeah, a little bit of bark coming through, a little bit of earth. Yeah, very earthy, very savory on the palate. Kind of muted currant and dark cherry notes. Maybe a little bit of boysenberry underneath. I like this wine. I think it has great potential. I think if you aerated it a little bit more, you could probably get a lot out of it. I will be quite honest and say that I could find probably 10 Malbec under $12 or around 12 to 13 and under that would do better than this. So my recommendation is if you want to do a Malbec, come see me. I'll help you find a Malbec that is less money than this that performs better. This is good wine, don't get me wrong. I like it. A little bit of white pepper coming through on the backside. It's just a little bit one-dimensional for me. It doesn't have a lot of jazzy things going on. It actually could qualify, but I don't think it's flawed. I like it. It's smooth. It's got some depth to it. I think if you aerated this wine, it certainly would show more colors. A little bit of tobacco on the backside. I'm going to go C+ on this wine. I think it's better than average. I just think you could find a lot more Malbec for less money that are just as good, if not better. So there you go. But C+ isn't bad. You know, if you want to try it, it's certainly worth trying. 16 bucks. On to the next one. So it's always exciting for me, these programs that I do. There's a lot of new wines I get to try, things that I haven't seen before, things that haven't really been shown to me before. And, you know, I get just excited about this as you do. Hopefully you're getting excited. This is the 2014 Hess Select Winemaker's Blend called Trail. This rolls in at $16. And again, I'll just tell you how much this irks me when they don't put the blend on the back. And I don't, you know, just a little call to the wineries and winemakers, if you watch this, it just put the blend. I mean, you don't have to put percentages, just tell us what's in it. Because I tell you what, a lot of people I talk to that watch these episodes, they tell me, you're right, Stan, I want to know what's in it. Of course we do. That's ridiculous. We want to know. And why wouldn't they want to put it on there? It's not like a magical, they're not going to, even if you don't put percentages. Okay, I'm going to get off my soapbox here. Let's see what we get on the nose. Did I show you the wine? I got all carried away there. There you go. The Winemaker's Blend Trail. See, in California, they could put a lot of stuff in this. I mean, you know, and we all know that the first one they mentioned all the way down the list is probably the top one is the most that they put in. So just put it on there, please. Let's see what we get on the nose. So it's very challenge on the nose. Hardly getting anything, just a little bit of a black and red fruits, but not much. Let's see what we get on the palate. Dark cherries, currants, a little bit of spice, baking spice coming through. Tobacco, smooth tannins, a 9 to 10 in the delicious category for sure. And then it has a nice little lift from acidity on the mid palate into the finish. I'm even getting a little bit of a chocolate tone coming through. This is a crowd pleaser, just telling you. This might have some Zinfandel in it. I get that feeling, but I don't know because they don't tell me. I like the tobacco on the back end. I like that kind of lift on the palate from the acidity. This would be an awesome pizza wine. Awesome blue cheese hamburgers. You're having a gathering. Would be good with anything you do with a little bit of barbecue sauce on it. I like this wine a lot. I think it's a well-made wine. 16 bucks is not dipping too deeply into the budget. Even get a little black raspberry right on the back of the mid palate. Solid wine, 16 bucks. It's a good blend. And in this world of many, many blends, you know, this is a tough category to fit into in that $16 price range. But I think it fits in there nicely, and I think it's a good value. I'm going to go B- on that. I like it a lot. There you go. I hope you're enjoying these episodes. If you have anything you want me to do, you know, just make a comment. What did you think about this episode? Did you learn anything? Do you like what I'm doing? I hope you do, because I like doing it. Thanks for taking a little time out of your day to watch. Hook up with me on Twitter at Stan the Wineman, Instagram at Stan the Wineman. Don't forget to subscribe down there. Subscribe, please. Hit the bell too. That tells you when episodes are coming. You keep watching, and I'll keep helping you spend your wine dollars wisely.